What's up, guys? It's Vito here. I want to tell you something about me. I ain't no wimp. I ain't no puss. I ain't no back down Charlie. Okay, I put up, I show up, and I throw the blows. All right, you bring me into the ring, I ain't throwing in the towel. I'm going the full 10 rounds, whatever it is. I don't watch boxing. Who cares? Point is, the Frosk interview. The big Frosk interview, which has been the topic of discussion for the past several weeks. For those of you who aren't caught up on this story, Frosk, G4 TV presenter, went on a very, as we say, cringy rant about how people aren't respecting women, sexism in gaming, whatever else. And the haters came out of the woodwork. Haters like me. I think I had very fair criticism. Some of the other haters went a little too far. I think I was very reasonable. I'm a very respectful gentleman. That's something else you're going to learn about me. I have basic human respect for people. And I said, Frosk, why don't we take it in the arena? Why don't we have a sit-down interview? We can do it live. We can do it pre-recorded. It doesn't matter. I don't know why people think it matters. But let's have a talk. Send an email off to the agent. The agent said, we will be in touch. Is that a firm yes? It's a maybe. I'll say that. I think there's a chance the Frosk interview will happen. I think there's also a chance that our PR handlers are going to step in and go, don't go on with the fat guy. He's going to destroy you. This man is a man of words and logic and wisdom. They're going to find somebody much dumber than me for her to go on with. But here's the real thing. At least I'm out here willing to do it. There are people right now who are afraid of this woman. They're afraid to do the Frosk interview. This is crazy to me. What are you afraid of? She going to pull out her nose ring, stretch it out into a hoop, and throw it at you Mortal Kombat style? There's nothing to be afraid of. She's a 120-pound sack of gender-fluid bones. You're going to be fine. But we are currently having a huge fight on the internet about whether or not the Frosk interview, should we platform her? My God, we can't dare give her a platform. These people are insane. And I hate to say the quartering, who I would consider a good friend, a good ally. You know, we talk about, we send little direct messages about video games that are on sale. The quartering is back down. People are coming at the quartering. Because Frosk said, I want to go on with some of the biggest YouTubers. Quartering is one of the biggest ones around. He has a million subs. And ever since he announced he wants to do the Frosk interview, these little ankle-biting snakes have been coming at his heels. And he finally said today, after some drama, which we will cover, but this is the headline. I want to lead with the headline. Quartering says, all this cringe has made me wholly uninterested in doing the interview about a topic that was interesting 2 weeks ago. Plenty of other things to talk about. I'll let someone else do it. The quartering is backing down. He's leaving the ring. Now, I'm not even going to cast shade at the quartering. Let me put it this way. That man knows where his bread is buttered. That man knows how to make a dollar. And he makes his dollars not by fighting with the community, by, being the unpopular guy. He does whatever the most popular course of action is. And again, these other snake-in-the-grass YouTubers are nipping at his heels. I find it insane. I did respond to him, though. I let him say, don't worry, big guy. I'm going to handle that interview for you. Quartering backs down from the Frosk interview. Vito is the only man left standing. Now, why are people, again, afraid of debating this woman? I'm not afraid. I think it would be good. I think it would be insightful. It would be interesting. Well, a lot of this stems to yesterday, when a man known as Yellow Flash, I call him Yellow Belly because he has me blocked on Twitter. He's another man. These people are afraid. They're afraid of me. They're afraid of Frosk. What are you afraid of? You're afraid of a fat man? Might talk to you on Twitter. You gotta block me? Block me from his chat on YouTube. He wants nothing to do with me. I offered to come on the stream because he's talking about this idea that nobody should interview Frosk. And I was like, well, I'm going to interview her. You want me to come on? We can talk about it? He goes, oh, I could never talk to you. You're awful. All right, Yellow Belly. So Yellow Belly does this stream, and he's basically attacking the quartering because the quartering was going or planned to interview this Frosk lady. And I think the big thing to focus on here is Ethan Van Shiver. Now, this is a guy, controversial guy. I actually very much respect the spirit of independent entrepreneurship. He's a comic artist, broke off on his own. He's making his own comic books. I find that very interesting. I actually want to bring him on my channel at some point. But the points he's making about this idea that we can't possibly platform the most dangerous woman in video games, I find it an absurdity. Let's listen in. I'm going to try and find some timestamps here. All right, now I couldn't find the original stream, so we might occasionally get interrupted by whoever the expert is, but thank you, the expert, for at least uploading this. Now, here's the argument that is being made, is that, first of all, we're all part of a culture war. A culture war. Okay. Yes, there's a culture war, sure. I kind of understand that people are saying comic books and movies and video games, we don't want it completely taken over by these ideologues, and we have to fight them off and gatekeep and blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's a little bit of that, but you can't talk about it like you're soldiers in a real war. Ultimately, we're talking about whether or not Star Wars sucks. Even if they drive Star Wars into the ground, you can just make a different Star Wars. The ultimate value of the cultural landscape is not impact. We don't have to protect Superman and the X-Men, okay? You're living in a fantasy world when you talk about the culture war. We have to protect our culture and our video. You can just make your own video games and comics and whatever, okay? And it all goes in waves and cycles. Right now, we're at the top of a politically correct hump, okay? It's going to start coming back down. We had the same thing in the 80s. It goes in waves. Okay, as the next generation, let me tell you this, these kids who are growing up in school and everything's politically correct and they're being told to hate the color of their skin, they don't like it either. It's all going to come back down. Everybody calm down. Anyway, so Ethan Van Sciver is saying, and I'm sure Ethan will say that I'm mischaracterizing his words. Ethan, I'm trying to be generous. I'm not going to nail exactly what you're trying to say, but what I think you're saying is that we are in the midst of a culture war. And if you truly are a warrior for the culture war, as they are saying Jeremy is a traitor, the quartering is a traitor to this war. Again, I find this all silly that we're talking like we're lieutenants and generals in an actual conflict. None of us have been in the army. Well, maybe, I don't know if any of these guys, no, none of these guys have been in the army, I'm going to say. I don't think Flamenco has served in the Valiant Color Guard, whatever. Okay, so he seems to be saying that if you bring this girl on, you're giving power to our enemies because they can spread their toxic messages of, progressive values and identity politics and whatever else. They want to use your platform to do that. How could you possibly platform this woman? Well, here's two things. One, this is a classic argument that we get. We always hear from people, oh, the leftists are unhinged because they're so worried about platforming. You know, they won't bring on people who disagree with them because they're afraid of having their views challenged. Well, that's exactly what we have here. Frosk wants to come on my channel, Quartering's channel, talk about sexism and gaming, whatever else. If I want to be fair to this woman, and let's be clear, most of these channels who are thinking about having her on, I've made, 3 videos about her. Some of these other grifter-ass channels have made 20 videos about her. Is it fair to make 20 videos about a woman, and then when she says, well, can I come on and actually explain my point of view? You go, no, I can't platform your dangerous views. I can only attack them anonymously without giving you any chance to respond. That seems very unfair. We should be fair to our political opponents. I might not agree with what she says, but I'm going to give her the right to defend herself. I'm not going to attack a straw man and try to make her arguments for her. I'd like to hear directly from the horse's mouth. That's a horrible thing to say about it. You do not have a horse's mouth, Frost. You have a great mouth. I'd like to hear from this nice lady's mouth what she has to say. Not a horse. Not at all. And the other idea, this idea of platforming, again, this is a thing that, and I don't use these terms left, right, whatever, but progressive venues will say, well, you can't bring on this guy. He's too controversial. How could you give him a platform? Again, to spread these ideas. Well, let's be clear. This is a woman who has a huge Twitter account with like 100,000 followers. She has airtime on a television network. She's a well-known influencer, whatever the hell you want to say. Okay, putting her on my channel, or the Quartering putting her on our channel, what, is it going to elevate her any higher than she already has been? Now, you could say, you could maybe make the argument, and I would still disagree with you, but you could make the argument, why would you take some unknown crazy person with dangerous ideas? You might turn them into a hero and help build up their platform. Like, it's more it's better to just, ignore them entirely. But we're not platforming some unknown psychopath. Like, we're platforming a person who already has her own platforms. I would argue her platform is obviously bigger than mine. I'm not on television. Okay? So this platforming argument, I don't get it. But, again, I'm sure EVS will say I'm mischaracterizing him, so let's try to get it straight from him. I think here he kind of talks about it a little bit. And he relates it back to Anita Sarkeesian, if you remember her. He also relates it back to Zack Snyder. He starts talking about Zack Snyder. Don't platform Zack Snyder. I'm like, well, Zack Snyder's like a huge director. He already has a platform. All right, let's hear it.
Yeah, you just watch this stuff happen over and over again.
Yeah.
And, I know Geeks and Gamers now hate me for this very same reason. I hated to see that. I hated to see them sort of platform Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
And have him just call them a hate group right to their faces. And
Look, that was a totally different situation. That was not
Now, the guy arguing with Ethan Van Shiver is Lofty Pixels. This is a kid with a good head on his shoulders. Lofty's Lofty. He's one of the few guys in these circles who I go, this kid's got a bright future. He speaks a lot of sense, and he's going to push back on this idea that this is at all similar to bringing on Zack Snyder for 2 seconds. For those of you who don't know what he's referring to, the Geeks and Gamers channel did a sort of charity live stream in celebration of the new Batman, whatever the hell, Justice League. Zack Snyder basically came on and said, I'm not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers, and you guys all hate Asian people, which was fucking hilarious. But I do agree with Lofty. That's a very different situation.
That was a charity thing too. So
Like,
I mean,
this is
like
not at
making
all
a
the
scene
same
during
thing.
a charity thing is like not you don't win that, you know?
Yeah, that was them getting owned and then not giving anything back in return. Like they just kind of got fucked over. Like this is literally just a debate. Like it's a completely different. It's a conversation about a specific issue within gaming. Like,
well, let's let it happen then.
Yeah.
And you're going to see the same thing. You're going to find the same situation, and this woman is going to become bigger than ever. And the reason why is because
she's not.
Well, she
Based
already
on
had
what
she
evidence?
already has a thing though. She's being propped
How
up
is
by
she
like
gonna
a
get
multi-million-dollar media
By talking to
venture. Like
Because
Gordon
Jimmy has
still
1.3
has
million
like
subscribers.
All right,
on
Lofty,
Twitter.
Lofty. I don't know you, but hush. Here's the thing.
He's really, Ethan is not happy with Lofty not drinking the Kool-Aid, not buying what he's selling. But I think Lofty has a point. We're not talking about, you're going to make this woman bigger than ever. I can't imagine how an interview with either the Quartering or me or anyone else is going to, what is she going to do? Become an overnight international superstar? Like glorious feminist destroys man boys on, I guess if I bungle it horrendously, and I'm an example of the, what do you call it? The alt, I don't want to use that word on myself, but if I'm an example of this toxic male, whatever the hell, and I'm sure some places would spin it that way. I'm sure some places would go, you got to watch this interview where this man-child gets owned by a brave, stunning feminist or whatever. Okay, I kind of get what you're saying there. But, I mean, they did that. Again, he brought up Anita Sarkeesian at one point. He goes, look at how big they made Anita Sarkeesian. Anita Sarkeesian is now running on empty, okay? Her entire channel completely fallen off. She's making, like, $0. She's living off Patreon donations. Okay, we don't have this case study that I think you want to talk about. So what happened with Anita Sarkeesian? We made her so big that she was there and annoying for like a period of 5-6 years. I don't know. She grifted a bunch of people out of their money. She didn't change the cultural landscape in any way. And you might even make the argument that having someone like Anita Sarkeesian to show just how kind of dumb and bare bones the arguments from the feminist camp were, when she says stuff like, Hitman gives you points for killing prostitutes, which is completely wrong. You lose points. You lose reputation when you do that. I would argue that Anita Sarkeesian might have actually benefited this whole culture war that you guys keep talking about. I mean, it gave you a very obvious target to go, these people have no idea what they're talking about, and yet they elect this woman as their leader in their face. She's a moron and a psychopath who can't even make an entertaining video or fill a live stream. So what am I supposed to worry about with Frosk? I've seen what Frosk is capable of. I saw her rant. And frankly, I'm not afraid of this woman. I don't think there's any way in which she's going to own anyone she interviews. I mean, yes, I'll say this. Some of these guys that maybe want to interview her have an IQ of about 0. I would not trust them to debate anyone. And I think they can be overwhelmed by some bare facts and logic and whatever else. But I ain't no spring chicken. I ain't no punk. I ain't no bitch. Okay? Frost comes into my house. I'm not going to go, well, gee, golly gosh, I guess you're right. We should take all the big boobs out of feminism and take them out of our video games, take them off our TV. I'm not going to fall over myself And these people, I don't understand this argument. You're going to make Frosk huge. She's going to be huge. She's going to destroy us all. It is one 30-year-old woman with a nose ring. I'm not losing sleep over it.
This is the thing. You've got a million YouTubers. You've got a million YouTubers here who are basically going, all right, so when I make videos about this person, we get views. We get super chats.
Yeah, we've already made like
things.
27 million videos about
That's
Frost.
correct.
How could she
And
get
now
any bigger?
you're
Like,
The
what are you
more
talking
negative
about?
she gets
You're building
from
explain,
one
like,
side,
what you mean
the
by
other side
we're
loves
gonna
it.
blow
I'm
up her-
explaining very clearly. You're not listening to me.
Okay.
You're building her up. All these people, when you make her into something, you're making her into a new Brianna Wu. You're making her into a new
How is she not that
Anita
already?
Sarkeesian.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I'll let him finish his thought, but who cares?
But
You're
she not
making
that
her
already?
into a new.
She hasn't had sex
How is
change.
she not that already? Like, what? You're not saying anything. You're just like repeating talk.
Yeah, I'm with Lofty. You're making her into a new Zoe Quinn and new Anita Sarkeesian. What does that? Any of that matter? What does that matter? What did Zoe Quinn do that destroyed? I mean, he's coming at it from this perspective of, again, I don't want to put words in your mouth, Ethan. Why don't you come on the channel? We'll talk about it. But he seems to be saying, well, the entire comic book industry was destroyed by Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn. I think it would have happened with or without those two ladies. I swear to God. I think all this wokeness and whatever the fuck else, it doesn't rely on us building up some beacon of feminism type personality. I think it just will happen. And if Frosk does somehow become that, if she becomes the leading campaigner for making it so you can't, make sexual jokes on Halo, okay. If it wasn't going to be her, it would be someone else. Here's what I'm going to say, and I said this to Ethan on Twitter. I said, I don't think it's fair. We make 20 videos about this lady, and we don't give her an opportunity to explain herself or comment on it herself. That's one. I think it is very disingenuous. You have to be fair to both sides. These people we criticize, if anyone wants to come on my channel and defend themselves, Ryan Johnson, if you want to come on my channel and defend The Last Jedi, I'm not going to go, no, I can't platform you because you might make more bad Star Wars movies. You're platformed, my friend. Come on, we'll talk about it. Frosk, I've made a few videos commenting on you. I think you did a very boneheaded thing. You're welcome to come in and talk about it. That's just fair. Second point I want to make is he's saying why? Why bring her on? For money? Well, it's newsworthy. It's news. I mean, you could say it's stupid news, which a lot of the news we cover is stupid. When we talk about, Spider-Man's got a new fucking costume, does it really, make the world keep spinning around? No. But this is a story that clearly people are still interested in. I see videos about it every other day. People are talking about it. If I look up G4 TV, let's see. 3 days ago from the quartering, Ryan Kinnell is streaming about it right now to 1.3 thousand people. Okay? So you can't tell me, well, why would you talk about it? Why would you bring? Because it's newsworthy, because you people want to talk about it. That's called being a newsman, an entertainer, or whatever you want to call it. If my audience tells me we are deeply invested in this topic and we want to hear more about it, okay? Like I keep talking about the Star Wars Hotel. Is there really a ton of news about the Star Wars Hotel? No, but the little things that come in are kind of interesting, and we like talking about it. It's fun. It's interesting. So you can say, well, it's just for money. It's not just for money. It's because you, the audience, want to talk about it, and I find it interesting myself. Okay, so I'm gonna say here's how I'm gonna end this one. Quartering, I think, got unfairly attacked by these guys. If you want to go find the entire stream, they're going at the Quartering. They're saying he's not going to be hard enough on her. He's not going to ask the tough questions. He's going to disable super chats. You know what? It's his channel. Okay, he can interview her however he wants. You do not dictate the terms of engagement. Okay, and then the idea, you can't platform her. She's too dangerous. He's going to make her into the new Sarkeesian. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I wish we had 100 more Anita Sarkeesians. She's done nothing. She's accomplished nothing. I'm not afraid of these women. Why are you so afraid of them? Quartering, I'm sad that you have backed down from the interview, but as I've said, I'm here. I'm going to handle it. It's going to be up to me. I'm going to be the one who knocks Frosk down, and not even knocks her down. Frosk, again, if you're watching this, your agent is watching this, I want to be fair to you. That's how we do this. If everybody in the community makes a million videos about a person, you can't go, well, nobody actually talked to her. Let's just make videos about her. Let's never talk to her. No, let's talk to her. I should talk to her. You should talk to her. Ryan Kinnell should talk to her. Geeks, and everyone should talk to her. Everyone who's making videos about her. If she wants to come in and address the criticism, that's ethical. That's the right way to do it, and that's what I want to see happen. Everybody who's nipping at the Quartering, everyone who's nipping at me, saying, how dare you give this woman a platform? Shut up. You have no talent. You have no skill. You're afraid of getting in the ring. with this proud, beautiful woman. And I don't know why you're so afraid. But again, I ain't no coward. I ain't no snake. I ain't no back down Charlie. Put me in the ring. Hit the bell. Frosk, let's do the interview. What do you guys think? Is platforming Frosk the most dangerous thing in the world? Am I going to give rise to the next great feminist superhero? Is she going to delete all our video games and comic books from existence based on coming on my stream for like a 20-minute interview talking about video games? What is going to happen? What's this doomsday scenario? I don't buy it. Ethan Van Shiver, I'm going to say it again. I respect what you do. I think you're wrong here, but I think me and you should have a talk. And me and Ethan, we might be doing a stream about this this platform, this topic of platforming. I just think it's silly. I think it's silly. I'm not afraid of this woman, and neither should you be. We got more cool videos coming soon. Veto Nation 2020. That's kind of cool. Veto Nation 2020. 2 twos. All right. I like it. Let's get it done. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay real. And believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't run away from a woman with a nose ring. I promise you can handle it. I believe in you.